Ladies and gentlemen, Golden Bear Sports Network, welcome to Metamora, Ohio, Pifer Field, home of the Evergreen Vikings, as your Bryan Golden Bears invade Evergreen to take on the 3-3 Vikings. Evergreen trying for their first victory over the Golden Bears since 2015, as our Bears try to get into the win column for the first time in 2024 and into the end zone for the first time since week 3 and only the 5th time this season. It's the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused. We had the chance to chat with Bryan head coach Scott Staten, and you'll hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome to Inside the Bears Den. Dave Brobston back after a couple weeks absence. Coach Staten, not where we want to be on the scoreboard or in the win-loss column, but we as fans or broadcasters, we get to see a play one time, maybe twice. You get to see things as you build them in practice and then when you look at film. We can go and talk about center and pH and delta and all those things then and what would have, could have, should have. But I know when you're building a program, it's process. So can you walk us through the process and what you're seeing on the positive side of things that have improved since week 1?
Right, absolutely. I think that's the biggest thing that we do talk about daily since the day I took over here is we talk about appreciating the process. That goes back, that's a Nick Saban thing, right? Mm-hmm. Appreciate the process and the outcomes take care of themselves. And that's the way that we approach it. That allows us to come to practice with excitement and energy every day because we have to appreciate a Tuesday practice. Whether you're 0-6 or whether you're 6-0, if you don't appreciate the opportunity to come out and get better, then you're going to have problems in falls, whether you have a super talented team or not so talented team. So for us, that process it starts with Saturday morning. Like we come in on Saturday, we put this game plan together, we go out, we try to execute this game plan, but the process starts on Saturday when we have the opportunity to bring the guys in the morning and break that film down. And what we saw and what we've been seeing and we've been talking about is just missing here and there. And that was evident again this Saturday as we watched film, where we're one block away. And we cracked off some pretty good runs against LC. We moved the ball. Rhett, a little more comfortable in the pocket, takes off on a long run, scrambling-wise. So those are things that we were able to take a look at in those first 3 drives of the game and show our guys the importance of paying attention to details. And that's been our sounding board all week because we'll pull a play up and we'll show where 10 guys do exactly what we're supposed to do, and one guy just has a missed assignment, and that's exactly what happens. Against good teams, that's going to get exploited.
And that is, and it's one of the things you talk about when you watch videos of college programs or even NFL programs. It's why being dressed right. I was watching a Kirby Smart where he's like, why are you guys out here in shorts? You know, we don't do shorts during walkthrough. And there were folks actually going, why is that a big deal, Coach? And he says, because it's about the attention to details. And if you let that detail that's a team rule go, then we can't trust you in games to follow through your details there. So, you know, it's good to see that the process is working and that instead of 3 or 4 missed blocks, it's down to 1. Mm-hmm. You know, it's down to something like that. So I think that's helpful for us because we can watch and we can see the scoreboard and we see win-loss records, but we don't always get that insight into that process, you know, unless you want to let our cameras follow you 24/7 like they do in the NFL. Yeah. This week, Evergreen. A little bit of a different Evergreen team. They look to me to be a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde type of team. Yeah. When they're good, they're really good. Mm-hmm. But when they're bad, they ain't so good.
Right. They're you can tell they're kind of going through the same cultural change over there. They have athletes. I mean, they're secondary, they're receivers. You look at those guys, and if you watch, especially like the Archibald game, even the not so much on the big plays with Wasion, but Archibald in particular, even PH, they hit him deep a couple times. But they're all splash plays. They may have 11 plays that are just average or short gains, and then they hit a big one over the top. So they are very explosive offensively, and the same thing on defense. They have they're going to play man for the most part from what we've seen, and they matched up with Archibald and said, we're going to play man, and we feel like we're confident enough in our athletic ability to play man against you, and they weren't worried about it. And in the end, I mean, it worked out for them against Archibald. So we have to be aware of that. We also have to know who we are. We are a run-first football team. We need to make sure that we get the carries to Damian and to Carlin and Rhett. You know, those guys and our Jets with Weber and Wallace. Like, we have to make sure that we are getting those guys touches to attack the entire field. So definitely a much improved Evergreen team. We can see that right out of the gate.
And against center, even some against PH, you were able to exploit a little bit on the edge. And, you know, that seems to have been a strength of this team really for the last couple of years, that you could get Sam on the edge, you can get Damian on the edge. Now with Cade's speed, you know, you kind of replaced a little bit of that speed loss when Sam graduated. You can exploit that when you get an end or a linebacker firing down, get them in some space, and kids can make some things happen.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to continue to work through it. Like we keep talking about the process, we're doing that as coaches as well. You know, with us having the sideline iPads and everything, we get to see stuff, and it is such a learning process right now, more so than ever. And we've talked about it with the youth of our team and so forth, but we're literally showing on the sideline and talking and teaching through as the game is going on. And that's just something that we've had to do because of the lack of experience in spots, but also because of injuries. I mean, we should give a lot of credit to Lucas Reed, who is a running back, who has played right guard against massive kids that are super talented Division I college football players that we're going to see, you know, with Napoleon, with the Eggers kid, with LC, with PH, and that kid's continued to battle. He is a running back that is filling in at right guard. There's a pretty good chance we're going to get Cooper Beltran back this week. It's been a long haul for him out. He was our starting right tackle going into the season. So that may allow us to shift some stuff down to where he can move back into his natural position of tackle. That would move Hogan back down to his natural position because, again, he's playing out of position. He is not a tackle. He is a guard. He is a hammer. He wants to hit people, and we're asking him to go into a pass set, which is not natural for him on the edge. So if we can make those couple moves, and then that frees Reed up to go back to his natural position of running back, which can help spell Wolf, and things start rolling that way. In practice yesterday, it looked really good, finally getting an opportunity to see some of these kids coming back.
Well, so we'll make note that if we see a 6 out there and not a 65,
yes,
we know that Lucas has been able to make the move back.
He's probably going to have 2 jerseys on Friday night.
Well, we'll make sure we make note of that and don't miss anything. Yeah. I remember the first game at Van Wert, we're sitting there and we're right next to the coaches, and it's like, who is 65? They're like, that's Reed. I'm like, no, he's a running back. They're like, well, no, he's not.
No,
he's a guard now. So,
yeah.
But it's been a lot of that. You know, moving Connor back to linebacker on the defensive side because of injuries to Cody Schaefer and having to move things around. It really has been a jigsaw puzzle type of year for you on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to our coaching staff and to the kids. Like, no one's complaining about where they play. No coaches are complaining about being shortchanged on here. We're not fighting over guys. We're getting guys in position, and that's what we do on Sunday with our coaches meeting, and we come out on Monday and roll it out. And those kids, the coaches, everybody's behind it. We're all fired up, geared up every single Monday to go implement the game plan.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight. Let's go out and put one in the win column and trust the process.
Sounds good.
Inside the Bears Den, Dave Brobston, Coach Staten. We'll be right back with words from our sponsors on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back here to Pifer Field in Metamora, Ohio, home of the Evergreen Vikings. Today's game brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, the Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Company. Last year, back in Bryan defeated Evergreen 35-7. Let's take a look at the Vikings, partner.
Yeah, Evergreen, they're sitting at 3-3 overall, 1-2 in the NWOAL. They're allowing 19 points a game, getting 18.67 points a game. They did beat Archbold last week, and I think you and I both said in the games that they won, they looked really good. And the games that they lost, they haven't looked good at all.
And last week against Archbold, it was one team was really good for the first half, one team was really good for the second half, and Evergreen came out on top in that one. Head coach Barry Bach back his second season, 7-9 overall, number 14 in Division 6, Region 22. Right now, it'd be the first playoff entry for Evergreen, and as long back as I could look, barring the COVID year. So that's where these Evergreen Vikings are. They're a team that are going to try to lure you in with the run and hit you deep over the top. They've got something about this Evergreen team that is a little unusual for an Evergreen team that has always kind of been a ground and pound type of team. Bryce Boger, their quarterback, leads the NWOAL in passing, 876 yards, 9 touchdowns. And when you look at two of his receivers, they're averaging almost 20 yards a catch.
Yeah.
So when they throw deep.
Yeah, they do. And, 9 touchdowns, 51 and 92 passing. That's not something you really hear about when you think of Evergreen is that passing attack, but they've got it. And he's looking to throw to Will Wrights and Colton Robertson. They're the top targets there. And Max Mossing has 247 yards rushing on the season as a running back and 3 touchdowns on the ground. So they can do it both ways. And, the defense is also, their offense has really big play potential. And the Bears need to not make mistakes, and they need to tackle.
Exactly. They're fast. This is a very fast team on both sides of the ball, and so that's one of the things that we're going to have to see from Bryan. They've gotten better over the last couple of weeks, but tonight they're going to be put to the test again. Let's take a look at your Bears tonight. And the Bears this season, it just seems like the cup gets full and then the cup gets empty. Tonight the Bears get back their starting right tackle. Cooper Beltran hasn't played all season, so that lets him put the offensive line back in order. Hogan gets to move back, Connor Hogan gets to move back to guard, where he was all NWOAL honorable mention last year. And you get Lucas Reed out of the guard position, back in running back to be able to use his speed and athletic ability. But just when we get him back, Carter Dominic goes down. And Dominic, we see him on offense and defense. That's where his name gets called. But Carter Dominic's a long snapper.
Yeah, he is.
And that's a team dressing 40 kids usually doesn't have 2 or 3 long snappers. So we'll see how the punt game goes tonight for the Bears.
Yeah, Hudson Wheeler going to take advantage of that tonight and be the long snapper tonight. Bryan is scoring just 4.6 points a game. And, that's rough. You don't win many games when you do that. They haven't scored since week 3. As you said at the top, and so that's going to be really tough. And Lucas Reed, he's going to go back to number 6 when he's a running back.
Yes, he's number 6 tonight, number 65. So that's the Golden Bears, and we're going to be looking for them to turn things around tonight. And for the Bears, on paper, this isn't close. But when you break down some of the film from these two teams, this may be a better game than folks suspect. And Bryan's got a chance to pull one out here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryan's next 4 games against Evergreen, Swanton, Wauseon, and Archbold are all winnable games. It's just a matter of if the Bears can pull them out and win those. And, the league out of reach, obviously, if we look at the league standings, the league's out of reach with PH and Liberty Center there at the top. But, the Bears can go out on the season with a winning note, and that's what they want to do.
And winning begets winning. One of the things they saw down in Defiance when Cooper came back and they started winning. Funny how they went from dressing 35 or 40 to dressing 50 to dressing 70 because folks want to be a part of a winning team.
And Bryan's junior high 8th grade is undefeated right now at 4-0, and that team has about 30, 35 kids on it.
And that's a good thing for these Bears going forward. We're going to send you away. Word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with tonight's officials and keys to the game on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory since 1922, We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
But
welcome back. Let's take a look at tonight's Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Carlin Company, Realty and Auctioneers, your hometown real estate company for 45 years. They have consistently remained number one in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all of your real estate needs. Tonight's keys, let's take a look first at Evergreen.
Well, Evergreen, they want to stop the Golden Bears early. They don't want Bryan to get hot at all, and that's what the other two teams, Liberty and Patrick Henry, really did the last couple weeks. They got him stopped before they got started. They also want to get Colton Robertson, their senior wide receiver, out in space, and they want to win the special teams battle, and that is what Evergreen's looking to do tonight.
And tonight for the Golden Bears,
they want to sit at an 0-0 mentality.
They do. They want nothing on the scoreboard, no matter what the score is, and their record 0-0, no matter what the standings say.
Yeah, and they also want to get the running game going. So this has been a little bit of a pain point. We saw a little bit with Cade Carlin coming in and being a little spark. You got Damian, Cade, and now Lucas. So a three-headed monster there potentially for the running game. They need to get those guys going. And then this has been a killer for the Golden Bears all season long, giving up that big play. The Bears cannot give up that big play.
And that's exactly what Evergreen wants to do, is hit you over the top with the big play. We'll take a look at our game official, sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Tonight's officials: Dylan Woods, Tyson Schnitke, Dustin Gray, Reyes Ramirez,
Jack Grosjean. I made a typo there. Zach Grosjean.
and Bryce Bailey. This has been the Oberlin-Turnbull County Kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned and family-focused. We'll be back to wrap up our pregame show after this message.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is Bryan and Evergreen getting set to do battle. Chris Malanga, Dave Brobston here with you. Let's take a look at our starting lineups with a new sponsor tonight. Starting lineups being sponsored by Debbie's Dairy Freeze, serving you ice cream, soup, sandwiches, and more. Victories taste sweeter with Debbie's. Call ahead with your order at 419-636-5606. And right now, the potato soup is great in the fall, and they also have the lemon Dole Whip. That's my favorite.
Oh, my, that sounds really good. A little trip to Debbie's. Let's take a look at these lineups here. First, for the Evergreens on offense along their front line, they're big along their front line. Ethan Wolf at left tackle, Trevor Johnson at left guard, Joseph Okos at center, Austin Berghart at right guard, Lane Vance will be their right tackle, Bryce Bulger, their quarterback, again, leading the NWOAL in passing, Max Mossing at running back, Will Johnson, tight end, H-back, second running back, they move him all over the place, Colton Robertson, Will Reutz, and Quentin Eisel are your wide receivers for the Evergreen Vikings on offense, who will be getting the ball to start this game.
Yeah, they won the toss and elected to receive.
And a couple of movements on this Bryan defense as we take a look at them. Tonight, Bryan, Logan Carter, Cade Spizak, Carter Sickle, and Jacob Duran are on the defensive line. A switch from last week. They're moving Carter Sickle out to end and moving Jacob Duran into tackle. Our outside linebacker is Damian Wolf. Our other three linebackers, Lucas Reed, wearing number 6 tonight, not number 65. Connor Hogan, Gage Phillips is getting a start tonight at linebacker. 3 defensive backs tonight. Carlin and Wallace will be your cornerbacks, with Anthony Weber playing free safety. Those are your lineups here for tonight's ball game.
I'm excited about this one. It'll be interesting to see if the Golden Bears can get things going here. You know, anytime you face Patrick Henry and Liberty back-to-back, anytime you face a tough Fairview team that'll probably win the GMC, an improved Maumee team, you know, this is a game right here where you can get a win, get some confidence back, and hopefully get things going in a positive direction here to end the season.
And that's the thing, is that you want to get this thing moving in the right direction. You want to be able to, and I got to be honest, partner, there is something about an old player and an old coach that when you're going to somebody's house for their homecoming, it's really nice to make their dance kind of miserable.
Absolutely.
You know? And it is tonight. It's homecoming here at Evergreen. Looking around tonight at this team, we're ready. You couldn't tell in warm-ups, you can't tell in practice that this team is 0-6. They just need to find a way to put it together on the field. And as we heard in the coaches show, the coaches are seeing positive things. And they're seeing these little things, and it's gone from 2 or 3 mistakes on a play to only 1. And that's it. Disciplined football tonight is what the coaches want from this Bear team. And not just discipline for lack of penalties, but don't be peeking in the backfield. Keep your gap discipline and just play the game that you know how to play. Evergreen coming out on the field, homecoming. They're also doing the cancer awareness tonight. So you see a lot of pink, and you got some pink in the cheerleaders' headbands.
The student section at Bryan tonight is dress up like a Disney character.
They look good down there, just down there to our left.
Tonight's game, by the way, Dave, we made history last week with an all-student crew. Today we're making history again. This will be the first Golden Bears Sports Network broadcast being broadcast via satellite through Starlink, and that is courtesy of a very generous donation from the Bryan Area Foundation, a grant for that. And it's really helped us out here at Evergreen, where there's no internet in the visitor press box, not to rely on cell phone or whatever. And hopefully we'll be able to bring you high-def video the whole night.
And I got to tell you, partner, being able to walk down to the restroom and down to the concession stand because we have time to spare before kickoff is a really nice thing.
Absolutely.
So a wonderful improvement to our broadcast here tonight. Players are ready. The band's getting in position. The color guard's ready. Our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem sponsored by Veteran Services of Williams County.
As a color guard heads out onto the field. Tell you what, one way to not get a penalty for starting everything late is to turn the clock off and just set it at 12.
And now, to honor our nation, we ask you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by our Evergreen Marching Band.
Welcome back here as we get ready to kick off from Pifer Field. Your Bryan Golden Bears here to take on the Evergreen Vikings. Taking a look at games around the area tonight. Got a big one over in Hamler, partner.
Yes, we do. the Holy War, not the Holy War, but the war between Patrick Henry and Liberty Center tonight.
That's going to be a big one. Archibald and Swanton play one another tonight. Also, we have, let me get my scroll going here. Tenora Wayne Trace, Hicksville, Ayersville in the GMC. Edgerton Paulding in the GMC. Eden and Northwood tonight. And those are the games I've got on my little scrolly wheel on my phone. So one of the things about playing this team a little later in the season is I don't know if you were able to catch it in the pregame show on camera, but the way the shadows are, this isn't a field where the sun sets across the field.
Nope.
It sets from end to end. This is an east-west facing field, and you were talking about playing soccer here earlier in the season, and I tell you what, that sun can be a nightmare.
Yeah, Evergreen always has the sun be in the opponent's faces. So the goalie, the opponent goalie, of which I'm familiar, has to face get in the sun the whole game.
Well, and it's one of our common things we share is both of our sons played goalie.
Yep.
I remember my son in a few games donning a hat.
Yep.
Back deep for the Vikings, Colton Robertson and Will Reitz. They're on their 10 as Brian huddles. They've got both of their gunners out wide. Brian in their road whites, purple numbers, purple and gold trim, gold helmets, gold pants. Evergreen all green with yellow numbers, which is so much better than they're all green with black numbers from a few years ago. Ball's teed up, on the way, a low bouncing kick, going to be trouble, fielded at about the 15 by an up back. Dodges a couple people, spins out of trouble, but then dragging the pile forward in a rugby scrum. That's Alex Mossing, the younger of the Mossing brothers.
Yeah, nice job there. So nice little run there. It looked like he was going to be stopped back, got all the way out to the 37, and that's where Evergreen will go 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Evergreen. Huddling up, far hash mark. A little different look for this Golden Bear defense tonight with 3 true defensive backs. Letting Gage Phillips kind of fill that hybrid role, defensive back and linebacker. Evergreen out of the huddle, tight formation. 1 receiver split to the right. 2 H-backs, almost the wing T look from the old Evergreen. And it's going to be a delay going the other way. It's going to be Robertson, dances, hit, wrapped up, driven back for a loss on the play. That was almost a fumble in the backfield.
Yeah, he lost 3 yards on that play. And
taking a look here at the Welling Construction replay. Welling Construction, a 3rd-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3172. Receiver to the field side this time. Again, the 2 H-backs, 1 back behind Bulger. It's going to be the up back in their fullback, and that's going to be Mossing, the older Mossing brother. And if you look, folks, if you see it on TV, Max Mossing is wearing one of those helmet guards to kind of eliminate contact around the head, something that we talked about last week. I think we're going to see this more and more in football as we go along.
Yeah, I was watching the Junior Bears game, like the 6th grade game, and nearly everybody was wearing it in that game.
Brings up 3rd down, 9 to go, ball on the 38. Bulger back to pass. Blitz comes off the side. Hit as he throws it up in the air. Pass well defended by the Golden Bears and knocked down.
Nice job there by the Golden Bears defending that. Bulger went to throw it. They had a receiver, a jump ball, and neither one able to bring it down.
And I tell you what, Jacob Duran made a spin move, a defensive tackle, and he just crushed the quarterback on that throw. Good defensive stand for the Golden Bears here on the first possession for Evergreen. 3 and out. Snap in on the punt, left-footed punt. Punt's going to be taken by our man at the 25, run out of bounds. That is Cade Carlin. Gets run out of bounds over the 40 at about the 43-yard line where the Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10.
Nice job there by Cade Carlin on the run. We've said it many times this year. There's a good chance he's going to break one of these days, and They're going to say he got to the 41.
41-yard line, but they're going to give it 1st and 10. Again, a change on the offensive line for the Bears from left to right. Logan Carter, Cade Spizak, Jamison Longoria, Connor Hogan, and Cooper Beltran starting a tackle. The 6'3", 225 junior, his first snap of the year. First play of the drive is going to be Wolf up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for, it looks like, a 1-yard loss.
Bears sticking with their bread and butter. Damian Wolf, reliable ball carrier, has had tough sledding this year. Loss of a yard there, but they're going to keep feeding him.
You got to get him going and then be able to come in with a little bit of speed with Carlin, who's now split out wide to the right, slot to the left. Receivers Weber, Hudson Wheeler, and Cade Carlin. Jacob Duran starting at tight end and H-back in place of Carter Dominic. It's going to be Wolf coming to this side. Patient picks his hole, only gets about 1 or 2 on the play, but it's going to make it 3rd down, 9 to go.
What patient running from Damian Wolf right there.
Just looking for somebody to get that linebacker on the second level.
Makes it 3rd and 9 here.
It was J.J. Johnson on the tackle for the Vikings. Third down, 9 to go. Looks like they're going to press on the outside. Pressure coming with 3. Gets out of the way. Picked off. Pass by McGill. Luke Wondering with the pick. Pressure came from the backside. Rhett McGill got out, but it's that going the opposite way of your throwing hand.
Yep.
Just underthrew it by a yard, picked off. Going to be 1st down 10 in Bryan territory for the Vikings. One receiver to the field side, this side. Going to be a handoff going the other way. That's Robertson trying to get around the right side. Doesn't get far, and a flag comes in late on the play in the neighborhood of holding. Normally when the white hat throws the flag and he's throwing it from the back of the play, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a hold, and that's going to move the Vikings back. 1st down and 20. A little bit of misdirection. Well read that time. Wrapped up. That was Gage Phillips on the stop. But the holding negated everything. 1st down, 20 to go. Going to be a run up the middle. Mossing gets out of 1 tackle. Going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage. I think they're going to mark him down at the 49. He was run out of bounds by an entire host of Golden Bears. Going to bring up 2nd and 11 for Evergreen. That was what Coach wants to see, partner. A lot of hats getting to the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got an official timeout. Now we're going to mark it ready for play. Again, the 2 H-backs, 1 back behind Bulger. Robertson in motion. It's going to be a design quarterback keeper. Tries to get to the outside. Does not get away from Damian Wolf. Another loss on the play. Both teams having a little bit of tough sledding here early in this one. Third down, 13, almost 14, a long 13. 7:43 to go here in the first quarter on your main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Bulger going to roll out to his right, looking downfield to throw. Has a receiver. Ball is going to be marked incomplete. Say it skipped before it got there. Going to bring up another 4th down and the punter on. Here comes the snap, the left-footed punt again. Going to hop, scooped up by Cade Carlin. Doesn't have very far that he can make any room on that one. Gets a couple of yards. Going to bring the ball to first down at about the 17.
Brought down by Woodring. First down, Bryan.
Woodring again.
18-yard line. Yeah, you were saying that he's the fastest guy on their
Yep.
team. Golden Bears going to empty the backfield this time. 3 by 2. McGill back by himself. Little check with me, looking at the play from the sideline, see if coaches want to change anything. 9 on the play clock. Snap comes back. Little bubble to Carlin. Well read. He escapes one. Can't escape the rest that get there. Loss of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, I like the idea using your pass to set up your run, but he lost 3 yards.
Wolf goes back behind or beside McGill. Trips to the far side. Jacob Uran lined up at the tight end on this side. McGill delays the handoff, gives the handoff. Wolf powers forward, gets out over the 15 near the 20. Going to mark him down at the 19.
Good gain of 4 there, but still
3rd and 9.
3rd and long. And we, as I heard you guys talk last week during the game, 3rd and long has been the Achilles heel.
It has. There aren't many plays in the playbook to go 3rd and long. Going to empty the backfield again. Carlin, Weber, and Wheeler to the right. Uran and Wolf to the left. Trying to get a mismatch. Big, tall Jacob Uran on a smaller cornerback. Going to run Wolf in motion. Going to go 4, and now they're going to screen the other way. Wolf's got a block, gets out over the 20. Nice play to trip him up
Short
at the 25.
of first down.
McGill's pass complete to Wolf, short of first down. 4th down.
Teams trading punts here in the first quarter. And again, Hudson Wheeler long snapping tonight for the injured Carter Dominic. Got a good snap on the first punt. We'll see what he does on this one. Uran getting his count, making sure all 11, the 2 backs deep for Evergreen, standing at their own 40. We got a flag on the play. Is it going to be motion? It's going to be motion against the Golden Bears.
Yep.
I was hoping that we may have gotten a false or a jump on Evergreen. That had given us first down.
Yeah, absolutely, but nope.
Ball start against Bryan.
Going to back it up 5 yards. Now 4th and 9. Again, Uran waiting for the snap from punt low, end over end. And, you know, once this year, I would love for us to get a Bryan bounce.
Yeah.
That was a low screamer, and it just hit the turf and went straight up, down by the Golden Bears at the 50-yard line.
31-yard punt for Uran, and no return.
I think we're almost in negative yardage for the entire game, partner.
Yeah, I think we are too. Let's see what we got here.
I've got 1 yard for Evergreen.
Yeah, Evergreen's got 1 yard. We have Bryan has 4.
Robertson, this is going to change it. Nice run by Robertson inside the 40.
Hold Robertson on the run.
Ran
That's
that
good
sweet
enough for
play.
Viking. First down.
Little toss to the right. They got the edge set. Nice tackle. I tell you what, we're calling his name a lot on defense this year, is Anthony Weber. We don't have defensive stats, but he's got to be leading the team in tackles. He's just been all over the field this year.
Got a nose for the football, too.
First down, 10 to go. Going to go up the middle this time. It's going to be Mossing. I believe I saw Sickle get a hold of him first before he was joined by Spizak and Damian Wolf.
Second down.
Pickup of 3 there for Mossing.
Second down, 7 to go on your main stops to Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Clock rolling inside 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter on a beautiful night in Evergreen. A little bit of motion. Once again, going to be Mossing up the middle on an option.
Not very much
on
again.
the play, going to be 3rd and 5.
Third down.
That time it was Logan Carter that wrapped him up and pulled him to the ground. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. One receiver this way again for the Vikings. Mossing in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff coming this way.
Nice tackle there by the Golden Bears. They got the first down, but a nice tackle there.
That may have been a touchdown saving tackle.
Agreed.
He had two blockers in front of him.
Will Reitz on that one,
And that
all
was
the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that was Weber again on the tackle. Big first down there for the Vikings. Bolger takes the snap, gives it to Robertson going right. Uran gets him. He spins out of that tackle and pushes forward inside the 15. And again, a rugby scrum.
And a flag coming out.
I think they're going to get Carter Sickle on that one. They got tangled up, and Sickle's going to have to come out. Ref's going to tell him to go cool down. I think they're going to give him a personal foul. End of that play, they got kind of tangled together.
So the spot of the spot right now of the ball is that the 12?
They're giving them offsetting penalties.
Okay. Is that the 12?
No microphone. They gave
Offsetting personal fouls against the Vikings and Golden Bears.
You see here at the end of the play, Sickle gets tied up with one of the linemen from Evergreen, and they kind of have a little extracurricular. So brings up 2nd down and 1. It's going to be after the play, so the play counts. Mossing up the middle. Doesn't
Ooh,
go
I
very
thought I
far.
saw a ball come out.
Mossing on the carry.
Going to move it enough for a first down.
Mossing carries for another Viking. First down.
You can see with this big Viking offensive line that part of their plan is just to get a guy into a stack and rugby push them forward.
It's working.
When you got a line that's that big, you let it work to your advantage. First down and 10 to go. Ball officially on the 11. No, it's going to be Bolger coming this way on a quarterback keeper. Going to get only about 1 on the play.
A lot of running for 1 yard from Bolger.
Now they're going to give him 2.
Bolger carries for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
PA guy says Bolger, so now we got it right. We had a long discussion up here in the press box before the game. Which is it?
A fast first quarter, too.
It's just moving. A bunch of 3-and-outs and punts and teams running the ball a lot. 2:11, 2:07. Probably be near 2 minutes when Bolger gets this one snapped to him. What a turn. Pitch coming this way again on the trap. Gets to the outside. Gets to the end zone. Touchdown. That was Reitz.
Will Reitz carries for a Viking. Touchdown.
And again, you hate to see, but that was a patient run going the other way.
Yeah, it really was. And Reitz is really good. He stayed to the left side on the sweep on the left side and waited for his holes to open up and just took it to the house.
Alex Mossing on to try the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Evergreen on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top quality healthcare at Date. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. First score of the night goes to Evergreen late in the first quarter. Nice drive put together by the Vikings to take it from midfield in for the score. 7-0 Evergreen late in this first quarter on your main stops in Northwest Ohio scoreboard.
That drive started at the 50. It was 8 plays, 50 yards. And the drive started at 5:10. We're down to 2:56. So doing some math, or 1:56. So doing some math, that is 3:14.
Around the NWOAL, Delta 7, Wassee on nothing. Archibald Swanton still no score. And PH strikes first on that Liberty Center defense to lead 7-0. Big boot. Going to drive Carlin back. He's going to take it inside his 5, out over the 10, to the 20, to the 30, to the 40. Drop down at about the 42-yard line. Big return by Cade Carlin.
Yeah, he caught that inside the 20, didn't he? Down
inside
like
the 5.
Oh, he did. Okay.
You know,
he took it all the way out. Wow. We talked about this multiple times about how he's going to break it one day, and that was a 38-yard pickup after the punt.
Finding a way to get him some space and get him loose in traffic would totally change the dynamic of this Bryan offense, and I know that the coaches are working on that. Wolf's going to get it up the middle, pushes his way forward, out over the 45. Going to mark him right at the 45. That looked a little short to me. We'll see. And flags come in late.
Wolf on the carry, brought down by Johnson. Flags on the play.
A bunch of after the play stuff happening.
Yeah, I don't know if it's another
personal
offsetting
foul against Evergreen. 15 against Evergreen.
Hey, we'll take it.
And I got to be honest, when I saw the Evergreen player come out in that offsetting personal foul with Sickle, when you saw it on replay, it was the Evergreen guy that started it. Big 15-yard penalty there. Moves the ball inside Evergreen territory. 1.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bryan ball 1st and 10 at the 40. They empty the backfield. Going to be again a little quick screen. Double pass. They've got. Oh! Carlin had Watson wide open right through his hands.
Oh.
What a beautiful play. Double pass. Carlin gets it. Releases it downfield. That's a way to take the top off of a defense.
Absolutely. That was Hunter Watson down there?
That was Watson down there.
Wow. I don't know how he got free.
Carlin very wide to the right this time on the numbers with the ball on the left hash mark. 2nd down, 10 to go. Going to be Damian Wolf coming this way. Cuts it up inside the 35. Stretches to about the 34. Will it be another Golden Bear 1st down?
3rd down.
Nope, not.
3rd down. 3rd and 5. Inside 1 minute to go in the first quarter. I'm going to say 3rd and 4. First time we're going to see 2 backs with McGill as Carlin and Wolf are both in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side. Uran, your tight end. I think you're in 4 down territory here, partner. Unless you try to let Jacob hit one of those field goals that he's been hitting in practice. And especially that. I think that they're going to give him enough for a 1st down. Big run by Damian Wolf for a 1st down. That was just good old-fashioned power football right there.
Just put your head down and go is what that was.
1st down, 10 to go for the Golden Bears. Easton Kerr checking in place of Watson. Again, 2 backs in the backfield. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Snap, going to be Wolf going to his left. Picks his way. He's got a seam now.
Flag came in.
Inside the 20. Flags come in from all over the place.
2 flags come in.
Brought down by ISO, so there's a flag on the play.
I think we're going to get a hold on the Bears. I don't know if the 2nd flag was an infraction on Evergreen or just a 2nd flag thrown for the
hold.
It came in from the opposite side after the play was done.
They've got the hold, and that's going to be it.
Okay.
Call pulling against Bryan. And that's the end of the first quarter where your score is Evergreen 7.
And what a fast first quarter.
Yeah.
We're at the end of the first quarter. Oh, no, you can't end on a penalty.
Can't on a penalty.
So we have an untimed down here for the Golden Bears.
So that got all the way out back to the 30,
1st and 20.
39, right?
Yep, should be at the 39.
I thought it was only a game couldn't end on a defensive penalty. I didn't know it was offense too. I learned something new today.
Going to be Wolf again up the middle. He's got a seam. Gets back to almost the original line of scrimmage, and that'll put us to the end of the first quarter. Evergreen 7, Bryan nothing on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back here. 7-0 Evergreen at the end of the first quarter. Patrick Henry takes a 7-0 lead into the second quarter. There's the big run on the Welding Construction reply by Damian Wolf to bring up second down and 11 after the holding penalty.
7-0 on the main stop scoreboard. Main stops open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday, the main stops of Northwest Ohio.
And partner games are moving fast.
Yep.
Wasion Delta, 7-0 Delta in the second quarter. PH 7, Liberty Center, nothing in the second. And it's going to be Carlin trying to get to the outside. Stops and tried to cut it back. That's one where you just got to take it to the edge. Big loss on the play.
J.J. Johnson on the tackle.
That takes that all the way back inside the 30, out to the 36. So a loss of 6. No, was that the 30? Yeah, 36.
Yep,
right?
on the 36.
Third and a whole bunch. 3rd and 17.
We're not quite into an area code yet, but this may be a zip code. Not many plays in the playbook for a 3rd and 17.
And again, you talked about that last week with Derek. That 3rd and long is a troublemaker.
Going to be, again, the little pass out into the flat. Collapsed on, not much room for Carlin to go. I think that was going to be the double pass again.
Pass complete to Carlin, brought down by Johnson.
Looking to see if that was a backwards
Fourth
pass.
down.
Nope, that was a forward pass. Cade had to go. 4th down.
They're saying no gain on that. Well, they're going to give him a yard.
Bryan going to bring in the punting unit. So, I'm just going to say, if there are any fakes in our arsenal,
yeah, this
now
is
would be the time, because chances are the punt's going to go in the end zone. You're only going to get a 15-yard gain anyway, and Evergreen is all over that as they're in their base defense.
Now they put somebody back.
Snap, the kick, high in the air, gets it to turn over right. Takes
the Bryan bounce.
And we open it down and inside the 10. Nice punt. What a beautiful punt that time by Jacob Uran.
Evergreen takes over 1st and 10.
They're going to say that's at the 8.
Quick announcement, Viking fans. Just a heads up, the concession stand will be closing during halftime.
Going to get it.
for the halftime
I think they'll
show.
call
They'll
the
be open again in the 3rd quarter, but just a reminder, they'll be
8-yard
closed
line?
during
Yeah.
halftime.
8-yard line.
Did you hear that announcement?
I did.
They're closing the concession stand at halftime?
Yeah. Well, it's run by the band boosters, so I'm sure the band parents want to see their band play.
I got you, but
I've never heard it before.
Where's that? Isn't that most of your money coming from you at halftime?
I would think. And they got really good burgers. I got to tell you, they got good burgers. Evergreen inside their own 10 gets a little crease handoff.
Robertson, I think.
Robertson,
He's slow to get up.
He got hit pretty hard on that play. Damian Wolf got a shoulder pad right into the rib cage there at the end of that one. Going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. That was one of those where nice hole, closed down well by the Golden Bear defense to make it a short one, but he got popped pretty good near the end.
He's walking off, which is good.
Now he's going to trot off.
So I said, dress like your favorite Disney character today. I just noticed that all the cheerleaders have tiaras on.
I did. I saw that. They're all princesses. Second down, 7 to go. 10-12 to go in the second quarter, and your main stops the Northwest Ohio scoreboard. And we got flag on the play, and I believe we're going to have a motion there. It's not an unimpeded to the quarterback. Normally that's on the offense when they stop the play. No, they're going to say offside against the Golden Bears.
Wow.
Offsides against the Golden Bears.
That's interesting.
I thought that normally you let an
You do let it
offsides
go,
go unless there was contact. Maybe we made contact before the play.
So that should take it out to the 16.
Going to bring up second down and 1 now. Again, Malsing behind Bulger. The 2 H-backs. Delayed handoff. Reitz is going to go to the right again, and he's going to be met that time by Carter Sickle and dropped. Going to be enough for the first down, I believe.
It's close, though, isn't it?
I don't think they gave it to him.
I think he's moving.
There they go.
Yep. That was a first down by about an inch.
That was.
Needed 3, got 3
and
in one
inch. 3 in one
inch.
football.
Because the down marker didn't have to move very much.
One receiver split to this side of the field, the wide side. Going to be a carry up the middle from Mossing. Tough sledding. Going to push the pile forward for maybe about 4 on the play.
Max Mossing carries for a gain of 2 yards.
Going to only give him 2.
I'm telling you what, they are doing a good job of moving the pile forward, as you said. I think they gave him more than 2, partner.
I thought so, too.
No, they only took him to the 21. Wow. Okay.
Second down 8. Hey, we'll take the yard.
What I'm wondering is I don't think the down markers are set properly then, because that's well more than 2 yards. You see what I'm saying?
Quarterback draw. Bulger gets out over the 30. We're brought down right at the 30.
Bulger on the carry. That's good enough for
Going to be good enough for a first down.
First down!
I definitely think that the down markers weren't set properly because there was about a 4-yard gap in between the back of the 1st and 10 and where the play was.
Now it looks like they got him set right. First down, 10 to go Evergreen, leading Bryan 7-0, 8:34 to go here in the first quarter. Going to be a delayed coming this way. That'll be Robertson again, I believe. He's going to pick his way through the line, get out for a gain of about 9.
Yeah,
Going to
he's
give him
close
8
to
or 9.
first down.
Robertson on the carry. Second down.
Going to move it out to the 37-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 2. Fast-moving ball game here tonight as we're all the way under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Bulger takes the snap, falls on it. That was a fumble.
Yep.
Fumbled the snap, falls on it.
Flag on the play.
I don't think there was a flag.
Not a flag
I
on
think
the
it was
play.
just
That was a fumble. That was the orange marker.
Yep.
Going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Correction, no flag on the play.
Still at the 38.
Ball to 37. 3rd and 2. Once again, Mossing is going to take the handoff up the middle out over the 40. Going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line.
Max Mossing on the carry.
Enough for a
That's
first
good enough
down.
for another Viking. First down.
It's the 6th first down of the evening for Evergreen. They're just picking away at it, chipping away.
Just chipping away.
3 and 4 here.
And not in any hurry.
Nope.
You know, it kind of shows us by that 7-3 loss to Wauseon that Evergreen's not in a hurry to get downfield. Bulger hands it to Mossing again. This time he's got a crease inside Bryan territory.
Still on his feet.
Down to the 40-yard
yeah.
line.
Mossing carries the Bryan 40. That's good enough for another Viking. First down.
17-yard pickup there by Mossing.
Just found the hole, picked his way forward.
Fearless.
Caden Ross had him by the ankles. Ross and Carter coming out. Bryan rotating players around. Ball right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, 6:20 to go here in the first half. Bryan trailing Evergreen 7-0. Bulger, design quarterback run, tracked down from behind and drug down Kate Spizak. They're going to give him maybe a half inch. He went nowhere.
Nice job there by Spizak to come in and chase him down. It's always a good thing when your line's making tackles.
It is. It is. I got to be honest, I would much rather be calling, Spizak and Carter and Hogan than calling Anthony Weber all the time.
Yep.
That means Anthony Weber's your free safety.
Yep.
2nd down, 10 to go. Bulger under center, going to toss. Reitz is going wide to the left. He gets to the outside, turns it upfield, and another flag comes in. Looks like we're going to have hold.
Reitz got down to the 31-yard line.
Holding against Evergreen. I got to tell you, partner, I love being in the press box by yourself.
Yep.
I don't like being on the opposite side of the field because you can't see the official signal. Going to back it up from the 40. For the leading passer in the NWOAL, Bulger's 0 for 3.
Yep.
And only attempted 3 passes.
See what take it back to the 50? Yes, it does.
See what they do here because it's second and 20.
Yep. I'm telling you, if I'm going to hit a pass on this drive, this is the down.
2 receivers each way, and it's not. It's going to be Robertson coming this way. Met, wrapped up, and dropped.
Robinson picked up about 2 there.
Gage Phillips met him in the hole. Gage Phillips has had a nice night tonight.
Yes.
He's been on a couple or 3 tackles. He's not getting beat to the outside. 3rd down and 18.
No urgency here from this Evergreen offense. Just patient. Put the ball in the guy's hand. Let him run.
Inside 4 minutes to go in the first half. Bulger takes it. This time he's back to pass. He's got pressure in his face. Throws it over the middle. Ball's loose.
Let's see if they're going to call that.
They're going to call it incomplete.
I was going to say, I don't think he had it long enough.
I will say that the coaching staff for Bryan has drawn up plays absolutely perfectly here tonight to get pressure on Bulger every time he throws.
And Reitz did a good, that was the target right there, and he had a good spot there, but Bears got pressure on the quarterback. He had to get out quick, and then pressure on the defense on the catch.
Yep, Anthony Weber hit him as soon as he caught it. Another punt. This is a nice punt. Going to go all the way through the end zone for a touchback. Bryan's going to take over at their own 20 with 4:22 to go here in the first half.
That was a long drive. They took 6 minutes off the clock there. And when you look at just a couple of stats, 8 first downs for Evergreen. They're 2 of 4 on 3rd down efficiency. And, you said Bryce Bulger, 0 for 4 passing now, and Evergreen with 100 total yards of offense. And really, most of that on the ground.
1 first down tonight for the Golden Bears. Wolf up the middle, going to drag folks out over the 25. Going to mark him down at the 26. Nice hat on the offensive line. Damien's able to break 1 tackle, can't break out of the 2nd tackle, but gets 6 on the play. 2nd down, 4 to go. Right at 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Carlin and Wolf back in the backfield. Going to be a little crossbuck action. It's going to be Carlin. He almost broke it.
He did.
Almost broke it.
Big run out to the 35 there. That was nice.
Play we saw a lot last year with Sammy and
Jace Kepler.
When they had put Wolf and Sammy in the backfield together, that little cross action. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Going to be coming this way. Wolf wrapped up, knocked down. Going to give him about 1 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down, 9 to go.
Little hard running there for Damien Wolf.
Wolf on the carry, brought down by Isaiah Pasco. 2nd and 9.
Pasco, the tackle for the Vikings.
trips to this side. One back in the backfield. You've got Carlin and Weber in the slot. Wheeler out wide.
Oh, nice play action.
Looks downfield, has a man just over the head of Weber.
Boy, I like that design. They protected McGill. Play action pass, as you're seeing on the Welling Construction replay, intended for Weber down the sideline. There was an Evergreen Viking streaking with him.
I like the way the pass was thrown. It was thrown to the inside to where the only person that had a chance to catch it was our guy, just a couple feet out of reach.
And, you know, good job there by Evergreen's defender to not pass interfere there, because that would have set the Bears up real nicely.
3rd down, 9 to go, 2:41. Going to be the little screen. Damian's got it if he can get his balance. He's got some blockers. Well read, wrapped up out over the 40 to about, we're going to mark him right at the 40. Going to be 4th down and 5. Let's see if Evergreen takes a timeout. Just kind of stumbled when he first got the.
Well, I don't think he was ready for it. I mean, it's always an option when McGill gets pressure, and he got it, and I think the momentum of the pass, it was a zip ball, and the momentum kind of dragged him down. It was barely stay up on his feet to begin with.
A friend of mine asked me, why is the screen pass not working as well this year as it did last year? And I said very simply, our quarterbacks aren't as fast as what Jace was last year. He was able to roll out of there so quick that it was very tough for them to get that pressure. Our two quarterbacks have had folks in their face.
Bears going to call a timeout
Bears going to call a timeout. So with a timeout on the field, why don't we take one with them, a 30-second timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. Bryan took a timeout on their 4th down and 5 to go. Ran the play clock and the game clock down. I kind of thought that Evergreen would take a quick timeout to give them a chance. See if Evergreen is just content to take it into halftime. Another booming punt by Uran. Drives him back to the 20. Finds a little crease. Gets outside to the 40.
That's
He's to
the
the 50. One man to beat just the punter, and it's going to go to the house. Flag on the play at the 42-yard line, and Cade Carlin is standing right there. And the trail official is not moving.
Who returned that? Did you see?
I think it was Reitz.
See what the penalty is.
My guess is a hold or a block in the back at the 41. Big break for the Golden Bears.
Penalties against the Vikings. Everyone will take over though. 1st and 10.
Took the touchdown off the board. Booming punt by Uran. Drove him back to his 20. Got a seam, got a crease, and was able to go. Ball moved back all the way to the 30-yard line, where Evergreen will take over 1st down, 10 to go. 1:29 to go here in the half. Evergreen leading 7-0. Bulger and Mossing back deep. Pressure comes. Bulger in trouble. Bulger sacked. Nice pressure by the Golden Bears. 2nd and 14. Let's see if Evergreen now just decides to take it into the half. Doesn't look like it. They're going to spread them wide. Bulger back to pass. Looking for a double move. Pressure from the outside again. He escapes the first man, not the second. Carter Sickle pulls them down from behind. Nice pressure by Uran. Sickle comes up. I'll tell you what, that Sickle-Uran combination on the right-hand side is giving all sorts of fits to Evergreen. Timeout, Evergreen. 3rd and 18. And again, partner, we've talked about it for a couple of weeks. A lot of times with the Bears is that there aren't many plays in the arsenal for 3rd down and 18.
Right.
Let's see if they try to catch Bryant off guard with a little draw play. Ball marked ready for play. 52 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back sacks for the Golden Bears have driven Evergreen back. This is going to be a little slant pass inside. Robertson takes it all the way across field, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and Bryan's going to take a timeout. Nice little slip screen inside. Robertson takes it to the inside. Coach takes the second timeout. See if we've got a punt block.
Yep.
This is one, you know, it was my most hated practice in school were punt and kick block, and especially when they were telling the kicker to intentionally kick it low and drive it into your forearms. Hated that. But if we got one in our playbook, now it's time to draw it up. And I tell you what, the way the Bears have been getting pressure, especially number 2 and number 11, they have been all over the place tonight and opening up places for Hogan to come in and for everyone else. Let's see what the Golden Bears do on this one. If they set up a return, try to hit a long one, or if they're going to go after the punt. They're bringing the house. Almost got it, and we're going to get a penalty. Taken on the run by Carlin. Knocked out of bounds at the 30, but this one's going to come back. My guess is they're going to get roughing the kicker, and it's going to be a first down for the Vikings. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. It'll be 15 yards and a first down.
Well,
you know, I still think you take the chance to go after it.
I think you do too.
The call is a personal foul, roughing the kicker. That's good enough for a Viking. First down.
Going to mark off 15. Bryan coming out a little more on the defensive side. Seeing Lucas Reed trot out on the field. Number 6, not number 65. Ball's going to stay inside Evergreen territory at the 44. Sickle running on late. Bulger back to pass, throws it long. Has a receiver, and he caught it. Reeds in a battle with Cade Carlin and caught it. That was a big pass down inside the 20. Evergreen hurrying up, seeing if they're going to spike it or run one. 22 seconds to go, and it's going to be a timeout, Evergreen. Reeds and Carlin battling for that one. Reeds was able to bring it down. First big pass by Bulger. During this timeout, let's take a look at scores around. Center and Hamler tied at 7 now. Defiance over Elida 7-0 in the first. Delta over Wauseon now 14-0. Edgerton over Paulding 21-6. Archibald all over Swanton, 31-0. And this has been a fast-moving one. 19 seconds to go. Evergreen threatening at the 19-yard line. First down, 10 to go, 19 seconds to go. And I believe Evergreen's down to one timeout. One timeout. Bryan and Evergreen both have one timeout.
Who got that long pass down there? I missed that.
Reitz. Getting ready for the ball to be marked ready for play. Bulger going to be working out of the shotgun. Be a nice time for Bryan to get another one of those sacks that they have been 3 tonight, I believe. Marking the ball ready for play. Here we go. First down, 10. Bulger back to pass. Nobody in. Hard pass. Behind his receiver. Incomplete. Tried for Reitz again over the middle. Second down, 10. 18 seconds to go. Ball on the 19-yard line. Each team one timeout. Going to leave Mossing in to protect this time. Bring the tight end in on the right-hand side. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bulger back to pass. Picks up the blitz. And another sack. And he was held. I believe that was Connor Hogan.
Yeah, he got through there even though
he was held. He was held. As a Steelers fan, that looked like somebody wrapping up T.J. Watt. Evergreen's going to take their last timeout. Just tenaciousness on the part of Connor Hogan there to get what I have as a 4th sack of the night for the Golden Bears. 3 seconds to go. Now all you got to do is just not give them 23 yards.
Yep.
Go out of here 7-0 at halftime. Get the ball to start the second half. Big play right here in this one. You don't want to go into the locker room down 14.
Nope.
And they're going to try a field goal.
This is interesting.
A 40-yard field goal attempt. I've heard that Mossing's got the leg. Trying from 40. The snap. The kick. Looks long enough, but it looks wide to the right.
Nope, wide to the right.
Wide to the right. And that'll bring us to the end of the half. Halftime here from Pifer Stadium. 7-0 Bryan. He had all the leg he needed in that one, partner.
He did, and I mean, he had the distance. It just wasn't on target there.
Bryan Marching Band getting ready to line up for their halftime show. We're going to send it away for our first halftime break. We'll be right back with the Marching Bears.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 2 different genres can have a lot in common. Film music and pop music can be considered through strong melodies, energetic rhythms, and significant cultural impacts. Our opener was composed by John Williams. It is one of the most recognizable pieces of music ever written. Its cultural impact evokes feelings of adventure, heroism, and nostalgia. From 1977, here is the Bryan Marching Band performing the Star The Bryan Marching Band's second chart carries a different kind of cultural impact. It's an upbeat and feel-good song with a retro vibe, and it became widely popular as an anthem of rebellion and freedom. It has been featured in commercials, TV shows, and other media, cementing its place in modern pop culture. Similar to how Star Wars themed music has transcended the films themselves, here is Portugal the Man's Feel It Still.
How you doing, Chester? Good, you? Oh, man. Take a selfie here? Sure. Our closer has had a strong cultural impact with its powerful melodies and energetic rhythms. Outside of the Star Wars main theme, it is considered one of the greatest pieces of music in the Star Wars saga. It plays during the climactic lightsaber duel between Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul. Its sound captures the intense conflict between the Jedi and the Sith. Here is the Bryan Marching Band performing John Williams' Duel of the Fates from Star Wars Episode 1. band is under direction of Mr. Jason Lucy, with staff assistants Kim Camarillo and BJ Bonney. The field commanders are senior Macy Shao Chef and junior Noah Mills. The band would like to thank the Evergreen Marching Band for their hospitality this evening, and they'd also like to recognize Mr. Lyons for his years of service here at Evergreen. They thank everyone for their applause and wish you a safe drive home and a great weekend. Good night and go Bears!
7-0 here at the end of the first half. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back with our stats and a recap of tonight's first half action on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back to Pifer Stadium on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Evergreen 7, Bryan nothing. Partner, can we take a look at stats?
Yeah, let me get them pulled up here. Evergreen had 9 first downs to Bryan's 2. Third down efficiency, Evergreen was 2 for 6. Bryan 1 for 7. And they just disappeared on me. Hang on one second. New stats program here. Evergreen has 132 total yards. Bryan 76. Evergreen is 1 for 6 passing for 37 yards. Bryan is 5 for 8 passing for 44 yards. No interceptions. Evergreen has 24 carries for 95 yards. Evergreen 11 rushing attempts for 32 yards. Bryan has been penalized 4 times for 35 yards. Evergreen 5 times for 68 yards, and 1 turnover for the Golden Bears. Evergreen had the ball for 18 minutes and 32 seconds, and the Golden Bears 9 minutes and 28 seconds. And when you look at some individual statistics here, if we can pull those up. First for the Golden Bears, they're loading. So let's look at the comparison. Bryce Bolger 1 for 1 for 37 yards. As I said, Rip McGill was 4 for 6 for 7 yards. He had the 1 interception. Cade Carlin was 0 for 1. He had that one weird little pass. It was a back pass. Damian Wolf has rushed the ball 8 times for 28 yards. Cade Carlin 3 times for 4 yards. Receiving, Will Wrights was 1 reception for 37 yards, and Damian Wolf has 2 receptions for 9 yards, and Cade Carlin 2 receptions for -2 yards. And when your passes are both to your all to your running backs, that is not a good situation down the field. Jacob Duran has punted the ball 4 times for 138 yards. Taking a look, let's see if there's any Evergreen stats. That Max Mossing is 8 rushes for 36 yards. Colt Robinson 7 for 34 yards. Will Wrights 3 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Bolger 6 carries for 4 yards. Wrights had that 1 for 37 yards, and Alex Mossing had an extra point and a missed field goal. Landon Rickers averaging 42 yards a punt, 4 punts for 168 yards, and Wrights has 2 punt returns for a total of 80 yards.
I will say this, 3 big plays in that first half. The double pass that you just as a receiver, you got to bring that one in. Would have set Bryan up first down and 10 inside the 10. Second big play was just missing Carlin down the seam, just overthrowing him. Just a little bit more touch, and it would have been a big gain for the Golden Bears. But then one that worked in our favor was a holding penalty that negated an 80-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Absolutely. That was big right there. The roughing was not a good situation either, but they didn't get any points out of it.
Tried a booming field goal. Tried a 40-yard field goal that had the distance, but just wide to the right. So that lets it remain here 7-0 at halftime. Probably the best half of football I've seen the Golden Bears play this year. It's nice to see things starting to come together. And even on the offensive side of the ball, seeing the offensive line be able to give just a smidge more time makes things happen, and they're opening up some holes. And I tell you, I like what they found on defense by moving Duran into tackle. He's just too quick for most guards to deal with, and you bring more speed on the outside with Sickle, and they've been creating havoc in the passing game for Evergreen all night. Halftime is starting to wrap up here in Evergreen. You can't see because of the score bug, but their drums have LEDs around them. Kind of a cool look for the Evergreen Marching Band. You see them being helped out by the alumni out there on this homecoming night here in Metamora. We're going to send one away for our last break of the half, and we will come right back with more from Pifer Stadium on the Golden Bears Sports Network, where Evergreen leads your Golden Bears 7-0.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Welcome back here to Pifer Field, Pifer Stadium, the home of the Evergreen Vikings. 7-0 here. We'll take a look at scores from around the area as most of our games have gone to halftime.
The alumni now take a moment to recognize our great leader for many years, Mr. Chris Malanga.
Taking a look from around the NWOAL, Patrick Center, Liberty Center, and Patrick Henry. We definitely don't want to merge.
Could you imagine?
They may not let me back there as much as they dislike each other but for that one. I don't know where I'm going to go next year, partner. We may have to Starlink me in from home and let me watch the video to broadcast that one. Liberty Center 7, Patrick Henry 7. Delta 14, Wauseon nothing. And I'm looking for the Swanton score. The last time I saw it, Swanton was losing badly, 31-0, but it seemed to disappear from my little score bug. So that's stuff from around the conference. That sounds like we said last week that Patrick Henry may be the most fundamentally sound defense we'll see all year, and that Evergreen defense just keeps coming at you in waves, and it sounds like that's exactly what's happened here in the first half in Handler. 7-7 at the half there, 7-0 the score at the half here as the bands are wrapping things up with a very nice, huge band on the field with all the alumni. Even got some twirlers out there that are probably graduated high school in the 80s when I was out there. It's nice to see. Homecoming's always a fun time any place you go. And we're hoping that the second half, Bryan can make the homecoming just a little more unhappy for this Evergreen Viking crowd. Beautiful night here for football, 65 degrees. Unlike last week, no major wind, no major rain, about a perfect night.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here, and I don't know what our camera people are like up on the roof of the press box, but it's certainly nice in here.
We're cozy in here. Let's send it away for one more break, and then we will come right back for second half action here from Evergreen, where the score, Evergreen 7, Bryan nothing.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here to Evergreen. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors today's game and all of our games, brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Field Supply Company.
$72 is coming up. Here's the Milkman's out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored
Oh, here we go. We'll get some scores.
for quick pickups. Call the Brawny Lad. At halftime, Delta 14, Wasion nothing.
Delta's 14, Wasion nothing.
Swanton nothing.
Archbold 31,
Late in
Swanton
the
nothing.
second, Liberty Center 7, Patrick Henry 7.
The 7-7 score from Hamler. Scores from around the area, around the conference. Well, partner, we played about the best half of football we've played.
Yep.
Missed a couple long passes that I think changed the momentum in this ball game. What do we need to do in the second half?
Yeah, I think you just need to keep doing what you're doing. Get a little bit more protection for Rhett McGill. He's had a lot of protection. I think you need the offensive line to just worry about that. I think when the backs get into trouble on the edge, to turn back to the middle has not been very helpful.
No,
you got to keep going toward the edge, even if you get hit
right.
and you're down. But turning beside you give up yards.
Yep. And that has been one of the things that if you look at Cade Carlin, his most successful runs have come up the middle.
Yep.
And even as a quarterback, when he would get to the outside, it's like he would see the guy coming on the angle and try to turn it in. And it's just one of those things. Got to say, I think the Starlink's holding up nicely. Nice, again, a nice gift in a grant from the Bryan Area Foundation. Makes our job here much better. Bryan back out on the field. Evergreen back out on the field. Just had their 50-50 drawing here. You know,
Bryan will get the ball to start the half.
They will. And
So-
I tell you what, Chris, it has now been since the second quarter of the third week of the season that Bryan scored.
Yep.
So we are now up to 16 quarters.
Yep.
We need to get in the end zone.
Yep, for sure.
Some way, somehow, to get in the end zone. I think that if we get in the end zone, we're going to see a side of this team that we haven't really seen since the opening drive of the opening game in Van Wert. When we took the ball in Van Wert and drove the ball down the field systemically, we scored on that wonderful slant pass to Carter Dominic, and we had all this enthusiasm, this energy, and it was just flying everywhere. Guys were flying to the ball. Ended up that Van Wert put it together with a one-man wrecking ball in Wise and kind of turned the tables on us. But I think that we would see just an entirely different attitude.
Agreed.
If we get in the end zone just one time. And that would be a wonderful thing. It's tough seeing Carter down there in a sling. I think Jacob Huran's done a good job. Doesn't give quite the offensive pass target that Carter does.
He doesn't.
Doing a good job blocking, doing a good job on the defensive side. And I think Wheeler's done a nice job long snapping.
Yeah, he has. And, Carter, he's going to be out for a couple weeks. It's his senior year, bad time to get injured. Which is kind of rough. And he was joking around with his mom and said, it couldn't have been an injury during Patrick Henry and Liberty Center weeks.
Yeah.
Now I'm back and I can do some damage.
Yeah.
But it's the Bears. Next man up. It's been that way all year long. Next man up, and here we are. Next man up.
And heard coming in talking to a parent that Cody Schaefer should be back for Wasion.
Yep.
So get another one healthy coming back, which should put both of them back. If Carter's out for 2 weeks, you should get both of them back for Wasion and Archbold to wrap up the season. So it'll be nice to see. Bryan gets the ball to start the second half. it'd be nice to take the one down the field, at least be able to flip the field and not give a short field to this Evergreen offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep going with what you're doing. And the other thing that I noticed in the first half is the play of Cooper Beltran. We haven't called his name too often, but he's back on the line, and that basically frees up things for everybody else. You know what I mean? And so Cooper Beltran, good to see her. He gives you a different perspective on the line and frees up the guys that need to be there.
He does. And, I thought Lucas Reed did an admirable job filling in when he had to move to guard and Hogan out to tackle. But that's a big body out there on the right-hand side to seal the edge with Cooper Beltran, and he's made a difference in our runs to the right tonight. Weber and Carlin heading back deep. We've been saying that I think Carlin's going to break one.
Yep.
This would be the perfect one to break.
The lights in here are flickering. That's all right. We're good.
I turned them on. They turned them off.
You think that's what it is? You think the coaches might have turned them on?
I don't know.
We're in the different box. I mean, we're in the same box, but a different spot.
Evergreen on to kick off. Teed up, ball at the 40. Mossing with the short run up. End over end kick is going to be very short, is going to bounce, roll dead, and they're going to say that Carlin stepped on the line when he picked up the ball.
So out of bounds at the...
Going to mark him inside the 20 at about the 18. I got to tell you, that's about a perfect kickoff.
Yep.
And with them screaming down the sideline, you can't let it stay live because that's a live ball.
Yep.
So Bryan will start 1st and 10 at their own 18 as we begin the third quarter. Looks like Wolf in the backfield. Carlin going to come to this side. Uran to this side. 2 receivers to the boundary side. Now we're going to bring one in motion. Jet sweep coming this way. It's going to be Weber, and he can't turn the corner. He's going to be drawn down for a loss. Nice pursuit that time from Evergreen. It was J.J. Johnson coming in from his linebacker position.
Weber on the carry. Brought down by J.J. Johnson for a loss. Second down.
Second down 13 for the Golden Bears. Empty in the backfield. 2 to the boundary side, 3 to the field side. Going to be a fake and a run up the middle, and he's got space. Out over the 25 to the 30. Nice run by McGill. They think he won't run it, and then he surprises them. Nice cut, beautiful block there by Damian Wolf that we're seeing on the Welling Construction replay. Damian got to the second level and got the block. First down, Bryan. Ball is marked right at the 30-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. It's going to be the second back through. It's going to be Carlin. He's out over the 40 to about the 42-yard line where he's brought down with an ankle tackle. That was a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yep.
Golden Bears with 2 big positive plays. Bryan going to try to hurry things up. Uran at tight end. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers. Going to be Wolf up the middle. He's going to be drugged down for a gain of about 1. Not much room to sled up there. That hole closed down pretty quick.
Wolf on the carry. Brought down by Johnson and Pasco. Second down.
Going to give him about 1 yard on the play. Lucas Reed coming in. Damian Wolf going to come out. First time we've seen Reed at running back this year. And we get a mix up in the backfield. Carlin gets to the outside on a broken play. Hit hard. That was a timing thing when you've got a guard who's playing running back.
Yep.
Nice to make something out of nothing. 3rd down, 8 to go for the Golden Bears. Ball at the 42. .44-yard line, I'm sorry. Ball at the 44.
Line to gain the 48 on the other side.
2 receivers to the field side, 2 backs in the backfield. You ran at tight end. And the ball's on the ground, and it's going to be Evergreen ball, I do believe. Not quite sure what happened there on the exchange. Look at Jess kind of fell out of Cade's hands.
I don't know who came and got that for Evergreen, but
I believe that the recovery was Will Johnson, big number 7 out there. And we tell you how big these guys are.
But they don't tell us.
They don't tell us. The only roster, I think, in the NWOAL that doesn't have height and weight on it, and even football height and weight, where you know you're 20 pounds heavier and 2 inches taller. Again, that wing T formation, 1 receiver out wide.
See if this one is a false start. Nope.
It's offsides. The wing backed up. They're going to talk about this one. I was a little confused, too. I didn't think that was a motion play as he backed up and hopped back and didn't just step back.
Let's see what they say here. They're conversing about it.
I think they're as confused as we are.
Yeah. Well, if it's that case and they can't figure it out, we need to wave that off. He's pointing at the official on the far side has pointed to the official. There's a false start. Yeah, good call for the officials to come in.
Yep.
And take a look at what's happened there.
The initial call was offside. They talked about it, realized that the Evergreen man made an illegal move. He can step back and go in motion, but he can't hop back like he did.
Yep.
First down, 15 to go. Ball outside the 45 at the 46. Evergreen moving right to left. Again, Bulger under center. Going to be a handoff. And
He
the
dropped
ball's on
it.
the ground the other way, and the Bears got it back. Damian Wolf on the recovery. Trading turnovers, and we got the ball right at our first down marker there, partner.
That's good.
That's where we had to go.
So Bulger got it out to the 49, or back to the 49, fumbled it, and that was recovered. I didn't see who came in and did it.
Damian Wolf.
So the Bears will have it at the 49.
Sets Bryan up, and 9:27 to go here in the third quarter on your main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. McGill going to roll. He's got a receiver. Throws, finds him.
Still
Caught
on
by
his feet,
Carlin,
though.
pushes inside the 35 to the 33. Nice pitch and catch that time. I tell you, this young man's got a great arm.
He does. And Carlin, a hard guy to bring down.
First down, Golden Bears.
Tell you what, that was a pickup of 19.
That may be the longest play of the season
It
for
may
us.
be the longest
I
play
really
of the
think that
season.
is the longest play of the season for us. 1 back in the backfield, 2 to the short side. Wolf's going to come on a delay. He's got a crease inside the 30 to about the 27 where he's brought down.
And Damian Wolf, you talked about it earlier in the game, ability to come in and spell Sammy Harold. The 2-back system worked well, but Wolf just puts his head down. He's patient. He waits for the hole to open up. He doesn't do stupid things, and if you can churn out 4 and 5 yards at a time, that's a good situation.
He does everything that Sam did. He just doesn't have the breakaway speed.
Yep, you're exactly right.
We got a timeout on the field as an Evergreen player is down on both knees, now rolling over to his back. I believe that's number 55. Trevor Johnson. This may be the deepest we've driven since the Fairview touchdown.
Agreed. Hey, we want to tell people to make sure that they keep up with all the Bryan Sports action by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Get notified when we go on the air for each game, too. When you head to youtube.com/Bryan Sports and hit the subscribe button. One thing that we want to focus on here about YouTube, okay?
Yes.
Obviously, with Huddle and things like that, you have the ability to trade film. But the league rule says you only have to give 3 games of film. So we have made a decision at Bryan High School. We're going to continue to be free, but they're going to go down after a week. So you have 7 days to watch the game, and then it's going to disappear. If you want to buy the game, we'll gladly sell you the game.
Right.
But it's just it's a unfair scouting
competitive.
Yep.
It's a competitive advantage.
Yep.
You know, when we walked in last year to West Holmes and their parents said we watched all 10 of your games.
Yep.
I mean, if they're doing it, the coaches are doing it.
Yep, for sure.
First down, 10 to go, or second down, 7 to go after that 3-yard run. Wolf in the backfield, 2 receivers to the field. McGill, play action, just over the head of Jacob Uran. And again, you know, one of the things that my coaches always said was if it touches your fingers, you got to catch it.
Exactly.
Beautiful play action pass, had Uran down the seam exactly as designed. Going to bring up 3rd and 7. 4 down territory here, I'm sure. I can't see us punting inside the 30. McGill gets a snap, puts it in the hands of Wolf on a delay. We're not going to have to, I don't think. I think he's got himself down to the 20. And going to be enough for a first down, another Golden Bear first down. Nice little delayed draw that time. Hole opened up nicely. Damian powers ahead enough for another Golden Bear first down.
Pickup of 9 for Damian, and I'll get you a total for him here in just a second.
Carlin and Wolf both in the backfield surrounding McGill now. It's going to be coming this side. Is that Cade Carlin? I think that was Carlin with the carry. Powering the pile forward. Going to be close to another first down. Gain of 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1. 8:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 7-0 on the main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Open when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Carlin gets a snap. Wolf up the middle again. He's going to power his way to about the 5. 1st and goal, Golden Bears.
Been a long time since you've said that, partner.
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. First and goal, Golden Bears. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 to the field side. Coming this way. Around the edge is going to be Carlin. He's going to power his way inside the 5 to about the 2. We've got a really tough angle here from where we're at. I'm not sure if they're on the 2 or the 3.
Well, got it 3.
Looks like
the 3. Well, that's the scoreboard says the 3.
That looks like the 2 to me.
But it could be the 2. Let's go the 2.
2nd down, goal to go from the 2. McGill puts it in the belly of Wolf. Wolf powers his way forward. Drives a pile forward. Going to be stopped inside the 1. 3rd down and goal. Boy, I just don't think they want me to say it. I just think they don't want me to say it. Clock rolling at 7:12. Coming through this time. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
There you go. The monkey is off the back.
It's been a long time. The monkey's off our back.
I was just going to say, Dave, and you'll probably think I'm opportunistic and say, you weren't really going to say that. I said, the next play you need to call is a lead block by Wolf for Carlin. And that's what it was.
It's exactly perfect. 7-6, 7:08 touchdown, Golden Bears. First one since week 3. Just what the doctor ordered. You ran on to try the extra point out of the hold of Carlin. Wheeler with the snap, and we got a penalty on the play. Motion against, I didn't see movement on the line. I wonder if there was a ball hitch before the snap. Going to back it up 5. Going to be a shot from the 15 now, a 25-yard extra point.
5-yard penalty against Bryan. They'll retry the extra point.
And folks, if you're wondering if Uran's got the leg, he was hitting from 50 in practice. This time the snap, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and we're all tied up. 7-7, 7:08 to go in the 3rd quarter here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
My phone just blew up. Said you felt like you've been holding that one back a while.
That drive, 8 plays, 51 yards, and it took 2 minutes and 19 seconds. There you go. Drive summary.
Drive summary powered in by a 1-yard run by Cade Carlin following Damian Wolf into the hole.
Yeah, and that was just perfect. Good mix of pass, attempts there, runs.
The one thing I'd really like to see is that we're taking the top off the defense. We haven't hit one yet. But we did. We hit that long pass to Carlin.
That
19-yard pass to Carlin.
That actually started the drive off.
Yes. Yeah. But we've taken a few shots down the field to open the field up, take the top off the defense. It means that it gives a little bit of more space for our runners because their safeties can't be flying downhill all the time. Uran's got it teed up on the X at the 40-yard line. 1 receiver deep for Evergreen. 3 up back. Almost looks like a soccer formation.
Yeah.
A 4-3-2-1-1. Bryan breaks the huddle.
Now, defense needs to do their job.
They did it last time, getting the turnover back after we turned it over, exchanging fumbles. Duran puts his foot into it. Booming end-over-end kick. Going to go in and out of the end zone. Going to be down to the 20.
Duran's kickoff goes to the ends over a touchback. Evergreen takes over 1st and 10 at the 20.
First down, 10 to go Vikings from their own 20. Evergreen coming out of the huddle. We'll see if Evergreen puts a little bit more energy into it instead of running the play clock down, wanting to slow it down so much.
Urgency or something.
A little more urgency. That's the word I was looking for. All I could find was emergency, and I knew that wasn't it.
I got you, partner.
Thank you, partner. Bulger takes the snap, turns and hands Mossing up the middle. He's going to get out,
penalty
and there's
marker.
going to be a penalty coming down. Ball's going to be marked at the 37. Flag on the play. Sideline warning, I think, against the Golden Bears. First one's a warning.
So they're going to take the result of the play.
One of our coaches was a little too far on the field. They give you a little bit of leeway. In high school, you can't afford to have the wranglers like they do in college, whose only job is to keep the coach off the field.
Keep the coach off the field and roll up his cable.
Yep, that's it.
Even Mike McDaniel in the NFL gets his wrangler.
Mossing up the middle again. Going to be enough for a first down out to about the 32. And I think we got our answer. They're not really in a hurry. That Welling construction replay. Nice push up front for the Vikings. Mossing sneaks it over the first down marker. They didn't give him a 32. They only gave him a 31. Just enough for a first down. Clock running. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. All tied up 7-7. We got a pre-snap infraction again. Offsides against Bryan. Somebody must have been in the neutral zone. Got to be honest, partner. After a touchdown, you can't be giving them yards. Not sure who it was in the. I think we got a time problem on the field.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
The official game clocks, the unofficial game clock says 5:53. Going to have to probably call up to the press box to reset the score.
It's on to 5:56 now. 6:11.
Got it fixed. 6:11.
I gotta say, it feels like it's rolling really fast.
Yeah. 6:11 to go here in the third quarter. Ball marked ready for play. Clock started. First down, 5 to go. Going to be Bulger on a quarterback keeper. powers his way across the line to gain to about the 43, 44-yard line.
Bulger carries to the 44-yard line.
Lots of misdirection here. They had Mossing in the backfield, and he went to his left after the ball was snapped, and Bulger just went to his right.
Nice athletic play by the junior quarterback. First down, 10 to go Vikings. Ball at the 44-yard line. One receiver, two H-backs. Going to be coming this way. They get the edge set. Damian gets off the block, chased out of bounds, hit out of bounds.
I don't think that was malicious.
It wasn't. That was a good play.
Will Reed carries for 5 yards. Second down.
Really nice play that time to stretch the play to the sideline, forcing it. And Carter Sickle comes in and he cleans up. I will say this. It was a very clean play, but he knew he got hit.
Yep.
Second down, 5 to go. Ball at the 49-yard line. One receiver to the far side. Going to be mossing up the middle. Breaks through one tackler, breaks through another. Going to be enough for another first down, brought down by Lucas Reed.
Max Mossing carries for a gain of 5. That's good enough for another Viking. First down.
In the Golden Bear territory now.
Got to give the young man credit. That was a nice run because he didn't have much to work with.
I will point out, I just saw Connor Hogan coming off, limping just a little bit, and being looked at by the trainer now.
This time going to be mossing up the middle again. Again, powers his way forward inside the 40 to about the 39.
Mossing carries to the 44-yard line. Second down.
Holding on to his hamstring a little bit down there on the sideline.
I think the official or the PA announcer cannot read the yard lines.
Yep.
He said the 44. It's really the 39.
We'll take the 44.
Yeah.
Gage Phillips in on the tackle that time. Had a nice game in his first start of the year.
In the backfield.
Nice play by Jacob Duran. He was all over that one.
Boy, he met him in the backfield. Jacob Duran was in the backfield before that ball barely was snapped.
Jacob Duran almost took the handoff.
Yeah, he did. And no gain here. I don't know who.
Austin Gillen carries for no gain. 3rd and 3.
Austin Wheeler, they said. Not sure. Didn't see that one on my roster. But Mossing is out of the game.
Austin Gillen. That's who they called. Yep.
So Gillen in the game now behind Bulger. It's going to be coming this way with Robertson. Cuts it up the middle, breaks outside.
That's trouble.
One man to beat. Can Weber get him? Turn him back inside. Chase down from behind. Touchdown Evergreen. Reitz again. That was Reitz, not Robertson. And that's the second time today one of them have picked this apart on the same play. Once they got the edge set and he could cut it back inside. Let's see if the Golden Bears have an answer to the answer. Mossing on to try the extra point. Ready for the snap. The snap. And we've got whistles all over the place. Not sure if the ball wasn't marked ready for play. If we had...
I think that the official threw the ball off the field, the actual ball.
The kicking ball.
Yeah.
Because they have kicking balls and game balls.
Right.
Now the snap. The kick, the hold, or the hold, the kick is good. 14-7 as Evergreen answers Bryan's touchdown. 3:42 to go in the third on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Their support to the student athletes of our
Welcome
program.
back. Tough one. We gave them a few yards and they broke a big one on us. We talked about big plays.
St. Mary's Meats,
Yeah, big plays, and that was just a clinic right there. First down, 5 yards, 5 yards, 10 yards. It was just all on the ground. And, Jacob Rand had that one in the backfield sack, but other than that, all the plays were positive, at least 5 yards.
Yeah, that was methodical. It was just a methodical drive.
So the drive for Evergreen, let's see if I can pull this drive summary up here for you. It was 9 plays. It was 80 yards, and it took 3 minutes and 3 minutes and
Mossing tees it up.
26
Big
seconds.
boot. Carlin's going to take it at the 10. Out over the 20. Out to the 30. Pushes his way forward to about the 31, 32-yard line. I'm looking to see if there's a – nope, Hogan's going back in. I saw somebody working on a hamstring down there, and that's what Connor was holding when he came off the field. And I was wondering if that was going to be a see if Reed changed jerseys. No, that is Hogan down there. That is Reed that went into the game. Reed's changed jersey in at guard for Hogan, who's getting his hamstring work on. That was a 65.
Yep. Fumble.
Picked up, nowhere to go. Going to be stopped for no gain.
Fumbled snap there.
McGill brought down by a host of Vikings for no gain. Second down.
It's where the Bears need to calm down, get their drive going again, answer this one. Got some confidence now. You scored your first touchdown in a few weeks. Let's go get another one.
Let's go get another one, exactly. Just play our game. We're only down 7. McGill in the backfield with Wolf. Going to be Wolf going to the left. He's out over the 35 to about the 37, 36 and a half, 37-yard line. Going to be third down and about 5.
I thought I saw a flag come in, but I guess I didn't.
It's a little tough to see. We're really low today. We're used to being up in the big press box at home. We're really low today, and you get the glare coming off the lights. And even the PA announcer a couple times thought it was a flag, but it was either a catch marker or a fumble marker. Run in motion. Picked it up, throws a slant just out of the reach.
That could have been interference,
Carlin.
But they didn't call it.
Didn't call it. Reitz again in coverage. He's been Mr. Everything tonight. And it's going to put the Golden Bears punting unit on the field.
That would have been nice to have.
It would have been really nice to have.
It was on target, too.
When I look at our passing game, we're off by inches.
Yep.
We're just off by inches. Now the Bears defense needs to step up.
Yep.
We can't go down 2. Not after scoring that first one. We got to get off the field, get them to go 3 and out. Pressure coming. Another big high punt. Going to bounce. This one's going to take a Bryan hop. Inside the 30. Going to roll dead at the 23-yard line, where Evergreen will take over first down, 10 to go.
41-yard punt, by the way.
We're going to have a weapon in Jacob Uran next year.
Yep.
He's hitting 50-yard field goals in warm-up. Now, for everyone thinking 50-yard field goals, wow, we need to be using him more. That's without a snap, without a hold, and without a rush. But he's going to be a weapon for sure as his leg just keeps getting better. We got a delay. Now it's marked ready for play. I keep looking for the guy with a little clock on the sideline, like in a college game that it's a commercial. Mossing back in. He gets a handoff over the right-hand side. Going to be out to the 30.
Max Mossing carries out 30-yard line. Second down.
Second down. Second down, a long, too short 3. We'll call it 2nd and 3.
Just a student body right there. Set it up, his blocks ahead of time, and there he went.
Wondering comes far to this side of the field, pulls Carlin away. Let's see if they run it this way after they try to pull Carlin out. Nope, they go the other way with Robertson around the right-hand side. Jacob Duran meets him and drags him out of bounds for a loss on the play.
Strung him out on that right side. Nice job by Uran.
Going to bring up a big third down. Caden Roston, nice to see Hunter Watson comes on the field. Seen him for a couple plays tonight after getting injured on that nice punt return. Got the knee brace on, but he's out there playing.
It's good to see some of these guys back.
Going to be up the middle with Mossing. See if the rugby pile does it, and it does. The rugby pile is going to push him forward.
Yep, he's going to get out to the 35.
35-yard line. That's good enough for Viking. First down.
And you talked about it earlier, just kind of the rugby scrum, you know.
You know, partner, it's the high school version of the tush push.
Yep. And it's been very effective tonight.
You know, and when you've got three big ones out there in the middle, your center and your two guards are big, strong young men. You just get behind them and let the pile push. Bulger takes the snap. Going to be Robertson going the other way on another misdirection. He's got a seam. Down the sideline he goes, only one to beat. Carlin holds him up to where he's finally caught down by Watson.
And that was set up, if you can see this on the Welling Construction replay, this was set up with a spin move. He went to the right side and spun away from a tackler, and that's what set it all the way up, down all the way down to the 32-yard line.
Another big play. First down 10 inside Golden Bear territory as the clock rolls inside 30 seconds. They've got to snap it. 7 seconds difference. Yep, 7 seconds difference on the play clock and the game clock. And it's going to be Mossing trying to pick his way up the middle, met by a whole host of Golden Bears. He may fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It may give him a short gain.
Max Mossing carries for no gain.
No gain. And I believe that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. We've played 3 here at Pifer Stadium. Evergreen 14, Bryan 7 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action. 2nd and 11 for the Vikings from the Golden Bears 34-yard line.
Big plays have been really dooming the Bears.
Liberty Center's taking the lead over PH 14-7. Delta 21, Wauseon 14. Bring in motion this way. Going to send Mossing right up the middle. He's got a crease. Going to be dragging Golden Bears ahead to almost the 11-yard line.
Watson on the tackle there. Nice job there.
Carries to the Bryan 12-yard line. That's good enough for Viking.
Going to mark him down on the 12. First down, 10 to go Evergreen. And this is one of those things, partner, that if they score here, we've got to score twice. And we've already seen they can take 6 minutes off the clock like it's nothing.
Yep.
First down, 10 to go, ball at the 12. Mossing under center, or Bulger under center, Mossing behind him. And he's going to get the ball, and he's going to be wrapped up, met immediately, drugged down, maybe give him 1 on the play.
Mossing carries for a gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
That time the Bears wrapped him up, got him around the legs. Somebody came up top, and that's how you do it, double team tackle.
You know, it's one of the things coaches talked about in those successful defenses of Delta and Center and PH. They get hats to the ball.
Yep.
Second down 9, inside 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Going to be Reitz again, going the other way. Going to not get in, but going to be close to another first down. I think he's inside the 2.
Reitz did a good job there. He came to the right and then went left, and a hole opened up. And a nice job there, first and goal at the 1.
Nice tackle by Aiden Wallace to stop the touchdown. They're going to say 3rd and 1. They didn't give him the first down. So the ball's going to be at the 3. 3rd down, 1 to go. Bulger takes the snap. Going to be Robertson going to the right, and he's going to get in for a touchdown.
Colton Robertson carries for a Viking touchdown.
They just come at you from so many angles. It's tough to know which way they're going. Lots of misdirection, lots of eye candy. Just again, another student body right. Look at the whole crowd of blockers out in front of him. Mossing on for the extra point. Connor Hogan still stretching out that hamstring on the sideline for the Golden Bears. Another penalty on a special teams play.
I'm going to say offsides on the Bears.
Called offsides against Bryan.
They believe we have been in the neutral zone tonight. And now they're going to take the half the distance to the goal penalty and go for 2. Ball placed at the 1.5-yard line. Big stop here for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I mean, here you do that and you score twice with 2 extra points. That's a good move by Evergreen to go for it, though.
Lined up. It's going to be a direct snap to Mossing. Met.
And he's
powers his way in. Little wildcat action.
Max Mossing carries.
And that's going to make the score 22-7. Evergreen on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Your score, Evergreen 22, Bryan 7.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. Back-to-back scores from Evergreen, making it 22-7, 10-13 to go in the 4th.
And again, that was just a clinic there on how to run a drive.
Evergreen is methodical.
Yep. 10-play drive. It was, now I got to do math that crosses the time. Minute 57 left to 10-13, so that's a minute and, oh my goodness.
Little short pooch kick.
Yeah.
Going to not go out of bounds. What a perfect little kick.
Down
you
to
want
the,
it? You want it to go out of bounds.
Yep.
And it bounces live. It's like a short corner kick in soccer.
Yep.
Bryan's got the ball now. First down, 10 to go. Ball just outside their own 25. Slot left, tight end left, one receiver, Carlin on his own to the right, and we're going to get another penalty. False start against the Golden Bears.
Oh.
False start against Bryan. First and 15.
Pre-snap penalties, partner.
Not good. There's been too many of them tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily encroachment on the Bears.
But it makes first and 15. Going to be Wolf up the middle. He's going to get back. We got a penalty flag coming in again as Damian pushes the pile out to the 30. And he's a little slow to get up. Waiting to get what the answer is on the flag. Another false start against the Golden Bears. I haven't seen it. I'm not sure what he's seeing, but there's something going on. But this is the second game this year, partner, that we have had multiple false start penalties, and we're not sure what they are.
Right. I mean, that's 10 yards in penalty yardage right there.
That was a legal formation against Bryan. That's another 5-yard penalty.
Makes it first down and 20. Going to be a roll, the throwback screen. Going to be taken, not a whole lot of running room there.
That Carlin?
No, that's Damian.
By Will Johnson on the play. Second and long.
He picked up 2 only.
Going to make up second down and 18.
By the way,
right
that,
at the 15.
That last drive, 3 minutes and 44 seconds, 10 plays. And it was 77 yards.
McGill going to roll. Looks out in the flat. Has a receiver. Throw is a little bit off. Weber couldn't get turned around to pull it in. Bring up third and long.
McGill's pass set for Weber incomplete. Third and long.
I hate to beat a dead horse, but third and long has just been trouble the whole year. If you go down to look at what it is, it's third and long. It's the inability to get some positive yardage and put yourself in a bad situation.
Another short pass. This one caught out back to the original line of scrimmage, close to it. Complete to Carlin, but it's going to bring up 4th and 11. You just put yourself behind the 8 ball, and it's just so tough for an offense that's not built around its passing game.
Right. And, you know, I do think that Rhett could be a very good quarterback with the zip on his throws and things like that, but first off, he hasn't had a lot of protection. You give him some time.
Not a lot of protection, a few drops,
Ooh,
low
snap.
punt. Jacob gets it off, drives the return man, reaches back to the 40. And a flag's going to come in late. Going to be another nice return, but I think it's going to go back. I think that there's going to be a penalty for holding against our punter. I don't think we held. I think that they held. Waiting to see which way he points. Yep.
Does that give
Partner,
us enough
they
for
were
first?
holding Jacob Uran, who was 30 yards away from the play. That is one that coach is going to lose his mind. They were holding the punter 30 yards away from the play.
And it's going to be a positive net yards, right? It's not. That's not a. Is that a?
It's from the end of the return.
It's from the end of the return.
Yeah, so it puts it back to the 43-yard line.
So he got it at the.
So they got it all the way back to the 33, but they're going to start at the 43 because of just a senseless penalty on somebody who's not even involved in the play. You know, I looked up and saw Uran tangled up with the guy, and Jacob's not even doing anything, just making the guy hold him. Mossing cuts it to the outside, And we're going to flag coming in. Man, that far side official is flag happy.
Yes, he is.
And it's going to be a hold against, I'm sure it's going to be a hold against Evergreen from that spot. And it is. You know, can I steal a line from Al Michaels?
Sure.
I'm glad the port strike's been taken care of because these guys are going to need to order new flags. They've thrown so many. Brings up 1st and 20.
And they've had a 1st and 20. We've had a 1st and 20. Back to the 47.
But time's becoming the problem
Yep, it
here.
is.
7.5. Mossing wrapped up, dragged down.
He'll
Going to be a
lose
loss
Lear.
of a yard.
Yep. Nice job there by the Golden Bears to come into that backfield and just swarm them.
They're going to say no gain on the play. They're not going to give them a loss. Going to make it 2nd and 20.
Well, I think he lost a yard because the original line of scrimmage was the 47. And now they've got it at the 46.
Okay, you're right. Loss of 1.
I was going to say, no gain. He was pretty far in his own backfield.
Going to be a quarterback keeper coming this way. Hit by Wolf in the backfield. He's going to fall forward over the line of scrimmage. Going to give him about 2 on the play. Make it 3rd and 19.
He had lots of protection there from his 2 running backs that sit in the backfield with him. And Bears still able to get around and swarm that up. Nice job there by the Bears.
Actually, it's only going to be a gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 20. Got to get off the field here if you're Bryan.
Yep, especially the clock winding down and 2 scores needed. 2 scores and a 2-point conversion.
Got Vincent Taylor in at that rush end position. He's chasing Bolger down from behind. Bolger turns his shoulders, gets it upfield.
Not enough for the first down.
Not enough for the first down. Going to be a completion and keep the clock going. Going to make it 3rd and 11. 4th and 11. Nice tackle. We've talked about one-on-one tackles in open field. Cade Carlin made sure we'll give you the catch, but we're not going to give you the play.
Yep.
6 minutes to go in the 4th. Evergreen punting on this 4th down and 12. Low line drive punt. We're going to come up and take it. Not much running. Out over the 20, I believe, was Carlin.
Yep. He got that at the end of the inside the 10. Able to return to the 20.
Not a bad little return. The hole
Nope.
just closed up. Be right at the 20-yard line where Bryan takes over 1st and 10. 5:43 to go in the ball game.
A quick score is going to be really important right here.
And again, thanks to all of our friends at WBNO and WQCT. McGill going to roll, going to keep it nowhere to go as he gets wrapped up for a loss on the play. No one covers Williams County sports like 100.9 B-Rock. Follow the Bryan Golden Bears all season long on Q96.5. Listen on air or online at WBNO,
Loss of 2 there. And he had streaking down the left side Hudson Wheeler. Just didn't have time to find him.
Couldn't get it out. You know, and again, it was that running away from your strong hand. You got to get those shoulders square. It's a tough throw. McGill back to pass. Throws that has a man down the seam over everybody's head. Had Carlin double coverage, brought him in. Now they're just going to kind of sit back in an umbrella.
Yep.
Knowing we've got to throw it. 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
You don't have to put up the 4 verts right now or the flood. You need a screen pass, something that you can yards after catch.
One back in the backfield, slots each way. McGill takes the snap. They're going to roll him to the strong side, and he had people all over him. Completes the pass to Wolf. Wolf gets out over the 35 to about the 37, where it's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Brought down by J.J. Johnson. 4th down.
You know, and The NFL, that's roughing the passer.
It is. It is. Maybe in college. Got to leave the offense out here. Need to get 4th down from your own 26. Wolf up the middle, isn't going to get anywhere. Gets 1, turnover on downs. That play just wasn't clean from the start.
Down play by Hayes Tadinka. That's a turnover on downs. First down Viking.
And now Evergreen, short field. The clock is in their favor.
But I got to be honest, partner. You got to go for it there.
Oh, absolutely.
You punt that ball away, you're not getting it back.
Yeah, you have to go for it there. I'm not sure. I don't know if they were trying to catch Evergreen sleeping with the run.
But if you don't go for it there, you're not going to get the ball back because Evergreen's just going to milk it all the way down. Bulger rolls out, looks to pass, sets his feet, throws it deep downfield, has a receiver. I think that was intercepted.
It was intercepted.
Nice defensive play that time. Anthony Weber goes way up to get the ball, boxes out like in defense. Bulger hit as he throws. Nice play right there.
Yeah, and who intercepted that, did you say?
Anthony Weber.
Yep.
Weber
in the end zone.
Weber playing center field at that free safety spot.
He was.
We saw that last year with Jace, and that's exactly what Weber did. Read the ball, read the quarterback's eyes, read the roll, took the receiver, got position, picked it off. Big turnover there for the Golden Bears. Still keeps us alive in this one, trailing by 2 scores and a 2-point conversion. 2 backs in the backfield with McGill this time. It's going to be Carlin running right. Wolf out in front of him. He cuts back out over the 25 to about the 26.
Carlin on the carry. Brought down by Gillen and
Nice little bit of run in there by Cade Carlin.
Nice little bit of run. Followed his lead blocker well. Clock rolling down near the 4-minute mark. I'm not sure if Liberty Center went for 2 and didn't get it or missed an extra point, but it's 14-13, or Patrick Henry. It's 14-13 Liberty Center.
Man. Bears are taking way too much time here.
McGill steps up in the pocket, runs out of pressure, doesn't run out of pressure, is going to be brought down for a sack. But going to be a short sack, only about 2 yards, but still a sack. Archibald leading Swanton 38-0. Delta 21, Wauseon 14. That one's gone final. 3rd down, 5 to go. You got slots to the field side, trips to the field side, throws it underneath, caught by Weber, enough for a 1st down out over the 35 to the 38-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there.
Yeah, nice job by Weber to get open, turn back to the quarterback, and get the 1st down.
Now Bryan hurrying up. Wallace coming on. Uran coming off. Going 5 wide. Back to pass. Throws out just outside his receiver. It's one that you kind of got to have that one back as a quarterback. You got to give your receiver a shot at it.
Is that intended for Carlin down there?
No, intended to Wallace.
Wallace. Saw Cade Carlin in the area there.
I think Carlin split wide to the right. They got Wallace playing in the slot. Damian Wolf out from this backfield spot, throwing it downfield, overthrows Carlin. Had his man, found a spot in the zone along the sideline. Just had a little too much heat on it. 3rd down, 10 to go for the Golden Bears. 2.5 to go in the ball game. McGill takes the snap, stays in the pocket, throws it deep downfield. Caught! 20, 15, 10. brought down at the 10-yard line.
Was that Carlin or was that Hudson Wheeler?
That was Hudson Wheeler. Beautiful pass on the Welling Construction replay. Wheeler gets behind everybody, pulls it in, takes it down inside the red zone. Only his second catch of the season.
That was a 51-yard pickup there for Hudson.
McGill rolls to his right, looks into the flooded zone, being chased, gets dragged down. That's one of those young quarterback mistakes, trying to do something, just throw it away. Stop the clock, live to play another game.
Second down.
Brings up second down.
No loss there on the sack, though. Just the time is the problem.
Going to come this way with the flood again. Gets it to Damian Wolf. Wolf breaks through one tackle inside the 5 to about the 3. Clock's going to keep rolling at 1:40. See if Coach takes a timeout here. Or if saves them for after the touchdown. Third down, 3 to go. Going to be Wolf up the middle. Going to be enough, I believe, for the first down. But definite 4-down territory. Bryan wanting to hurry things up. Fourth down, 1 to go. McGill gets a snap. Once again, it's going to be Wolf. Wolf met, pushes forward. I think he got enough for the first, and they're going to say he did not.
Short on the play. That's another turnover on down. First down, Vikings.
Met in the hole, brought down.
I thought he got it.
I'm not going to argue because the official's looking down the line, and we're looking at an angle. But, man, that looked really close to
me. I thought he had it, just the one. I don't think he had the end zone, but I think he had the one. Yes, rough. Looking at that Welling Construction replay again.
Yep, that one's a tough one.
Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor, specialized and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712.
They got to run one play to get it off the goal line, and they do. Going to get
Gillen.
it up for a first down. Gillen. Now they'll take a knee, and it'll be over.
Austin Gillen carries to the 14-yard line. That's good enough for Viking. First down.
They're going to go victory formation here, I believe. They've got it down at one time. Or maybe they have to run another play.
Well, if they do it here, yeah.
No, you got first down.
Yeah.
So you can take a knee a couple times and be fine.
Yeah. And you really, if they do it here, the clock will wind at 25. If they take it any time below 5 seconds here.
They're going to do a handoff again to Gillen. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it from here at Pifer Stadium. Your final score, Evergreen 22, Bryan 7. That's a tough one, partner.
Yep, it is.
That was a good ball game.
It was a good ball game.
That was the most complete ball game we've played all season long. And just a couple of big plays and some pre-snap penalties hurt us.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I like what I've seen today. Improvement. Got some guys back. Got some things going on. Some nice passes, things like that we haven't seen. But it just wasn't enough.
Just wasn't enough. So Patrick Henry was going for 2. My score bug just updated in the 4th. PH 15, Liberty Center 14.
Not that I ever root against league teams,
no, but you know, Delta beats Wauseon 21-14. Archibald final over Swanton 38-0. So pretty much a chalk day, except for this 1 versus 2 game at the top of the league table. Seeing how that one ends up. But it was a whale of a ball game here tonight.
It was a good ball game.
It was good, and we're so close in the passing game. I think the running game looked good for us tonight. but, you know, we're just a little bit off in the passing game. Why don't we send it away, get a word from our sponsors. We'll come up here, we'll get up all of our stats. Chris can bring them to you after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back to Evergreen. Got stats for us, partner?
I do. Let's take a look at some stats. 18 first downs for Evergreen, 9 for the Bears. Evergreen was 4 of 9 for third downs. Bryan 4 of 16 and 0 of 2 on fourth downs. Total yards, 306 for Evergreen, 257 for the Bears. I mean, the total yardage was not a big discrepancy
there. Best offensive performance we've had all season.
Bryan was 11 of 20 with 148 yards passing, had an interception. Evergreen 2 of 8 passing for 46 yards and 1 interception as well. Bryan rushed the ball 35 times for 109 yards. Evergreen 46 rushing attempts for 260 yards. Bryan was penalized 7 times for 50 yards. Evergreen 8 times for 93 yards. 2 turnovers each way. Each team had an interception and a lost fumble. Time of possession, I don't think the time of possession is accurate because it's adding up to way too much time. And I know it's only a 48-minute game.
A little more than 48 minutes?
Yeah, a little bit more than 48 minutes. But let's take a look at some individual stats. Rhett McGill was 10 for 18 for 111 yards with an interception. Bryce Bolger, they have him as 2 for 8. Let's see. Damian Wolf rushed 20 times for 69 yards, a long of 9. Cade Carlin 10 times for 39 yards, a long of 17. Rhett McGill -3 on 4 carries. Hudson Wheeler 1 reception, 51 yards. Let's see. Damian Wolf 24 receptions for 24 yards. Cade Carlin 4 receptions for 23 yards. Anthony Weber a reception for 13. Let's see. Cade Carlin had 2 kickoff returns for 49 yards, a long of 38. Jacob Uran had 6 punts for 225 yards, 37.5 average, 49 pass long punt. And when we take a look at Evergreen stats now, the other way, Bryce Bolger 2 for 8 for 46 yards and an interception. Max Mossing 19 rushes, 102 yards. His long was 21. Colton Robertson 10 rushes for 67 yards, a long of 32. A touchdown for Robertson. Will Wrights 5 rushes for 65 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. His long was 39. Austin Gillen 3 rushes for 16 yards. His long was 12. And Bryce Bolger has 9 rushes for 10 yards. Will Wrights had 1 reception for 37 yards, and Colt Robertson had 1 reception for 9 yards. So only 2 receptions, 2 of 8 for
the leading passer in the league.
4 punts for Landon for Mossing for 192 yards, and that's pretty much all she wrote as far as stats go.
Well, why don't we take it away? One last break. We'll come right back here. We'll wrap it up. Look to next week, where we travel to Swanton. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, final score from Evergreen 22-17 in favor of the Vikings. Today's game being brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrea Zoniel Lowe, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center all bring you the game here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Something's got to break next week.
Yeah.
0-7
versus 0-7.
Versus 0-7.
Yeah.
Something's got to give next week. I got to tell you, if Bryan puts on the same performance next week as they did tonight,
yeah,
I think we're going to be able to, if we were a Cubs fan, we can fly the W.
Yeah.
I really think that we're starting to get there.
Yeah.
We talked about it in the coaches show about the process, and we're starting to get there. So next week, we're on the road at Swanton, where we'll bring you another Starlink game of the week. Our next broadcast on the Golden Bears Sports Network is Monday, October 7th, as the Lady Bears volleyball team hosts Stryker at 7. Thanks to Krista Bruner making things happen all here as our producer, John Tripodi, Gabby Malanga. I wanted to say Montego. Gabby Malanga on camera tonight. Our Evergreen Athletics Director, Dylan Henricks, at BHS, Nathan Keel, and Teresa Kuzma. The Golden Bear photographers, Matt Neff, Stephanie Panzak. Our executive producer, Chris Malanga, and my partner tonight on the broadcast.
I do have to say, I have to give a shout out to our camera people, because while we were inside here, they were on the roof of the press box for years and years and years, until 2 years ago, the last time that we did a game here. I was on the roof calling the games for years, and it gets chilly up there. It's in the middle of Evergreen. There's no trees. There's no nothing. So I just want to give them a little extra props, and it's not because my daughter's up there in shorts and a sweatshirt.
It's corn and soybeans as far as the eye can see.
Absolutely.
So for those of you that are driving home, who are at the game, catching our post-game show, be careful out there tonight. There's going to be a lot of farm machinery on the roads. Be careful on your way home. We want to see you all next week as we head to Swanton. Let's wrap it up. This broadcast has been produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game, without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network with Chris Malanga. I'm Dave Brobston. Again, your final score, 22-7, Evergreen over Bryan. Have a great night. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you on Monday night.